Hidden beneath the waves lies one of the most secretive and technologically advanced vessels ever commissioned by the United States Navy, the USS Jimmy Carter. Named after the 39th President of the United States and a former naval officer, this Seawolf-Class submarine is not just a hunter, killer, but a marvel of covert engineering.
First Lady Rosalind Carter was the sponsor of
the USS Jimmy Carter SF-23 is the third and final Seawolf-Class nuclear-powered fast attack submarine of the United States Navy. She entered the service in 2005 and was named after Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States. Carter died at his home in Plains, Georgia, on December 2024 at the age of 100. Carter represented the Democratic Party in the 1976 presidential election and campaigned with a fresh image of an outsider. During the election, he talked about moral leadership and government transparency in response to the crisis of trust in politics among the American people after the Watergate scandal. In the end, he successfully defeated Ford, was elected the 39th President of the United States. During his presidency, Carter led the effort to establish diplomatic relations between the United States and the People's Republic of China, and formally severed diplomatic relations with the Republic of China on January 1, 1979. Therefore, at the end of his administration, public opinion polls were sluggish due to many diplomatic conflicts, and in the end, Reagan was sadly defeated and unable to be re-elected. Despite this, he is the only president in U.S. history to be qualified to pilot a submarine. President Carter graduated with honors from the United States Naval Academy in 1946 and was assigned to the USS Wyoming E, age 17, as an ensign. After completing 2 years of service on surface ships, Carter applied for submarine service. He served as executive officer, engineering officer, and electronic maintenance officer on the submarine SSK-1, also the only submarine named after a living president. The Jimmy Carter was extensively modified from the original design of her class and is sometimes described as her own subclass. Commissioned in 2005, the USS Jimmy Carter stands apart from its Seawolf-Class counterparts at 453 feet long. Its hull was uniquely extended by 100 feet to support a wide range of covert operations. This additional space allows the submarine to deploy divers, unmanned underwater vehicles, and sophisticated surveillance equipment, all while submerged and undetected. Designed for high-risk intelligence collection, the Jimmy Carter can intercept underwater communications, gather data on enemy fleets, and even conduct classified espionage missions. With its small thrusters, the submarine hovers silently in the depths, operating where no other vessel can. Today, the USS Jimmy Carter is the cornerstone of the Navy's most secret missions. Its operations are shrouded in secrecy and is a tribute to Carter's lifelong commitment to innovation, service, and national defense. The USS Jimmy Carter will take over the role of the Sturgeon class nuclear at Submarine U.S. Parches SN 6E83, which was decommissioned in October 2004. During the modification of the USS Parch from 1987 to 1991, a new Section 3M long was inserted to accommodate special mission equipment, and the Jimmy Carter received the equipment and missions of the USS Parch. The M&P segment has been added to carry professional divers to find specific communication cables on the sea and install listening equipment on them. Like the USS Parch, the Jimmy Carter is also organized in the Submarine Development Squadron 5. The force provides anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface ship warfare, precision land strike, mine warfare, intelligence, Pacific Command, and strategic deterrence capabilities to the U.S. Silent, secretive, and strategic. These are the hallmarks of the USS Parch, a Sturgeon-class submarine renowned as a cornerstone of America's underwater intelligence operations. launched on January 13, 1973, and commissioned in August 1974. The Parch would go on to earn the title of the most highly decorated vessel in U.S. history. While much of its service remains classified, one operation stands out: Operation Ivy Bells. According to the book Blind Man's Bluff, the Parch is credited with tapping Soviet underwater communication cables in the Sea of Okhotsk. This daring mission not only provided critical intelligence, but also, under submarines, exceptional capabilities in covert operations. Beyond the Cold War, Parch's reach extended to the Pacific. During the Third Taiwan Strait Crisis of 1995-1996, it's suspected that Parch recovered fragments from Chinese ballistic missile tests, potentially unveiling valuable insights into Beijing's missile capabilities. After 3 decades of service, Parch was decommissioned on October 19, 2004 and dismantled in 2006, yet her legacy endures. The Seawolf-Class submarine USS Jimmy Carter now carries forward Parch's mission. Equipped with similar modifications to ensure America's underwater reconnaissance supremacy. During the height of the Cold War, when tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union teetered on the edge of conflict, a covert mission of unparalleled audacity unfolded beneath the waves. This was Operation Ivy Bells, a top-secret collaboration between the United States Navy, CIA, and NSA designed to tap into the heart of Soviet naval communication. The Sea of Okhotsk, a cold and forbidding expanse of water claimed by the Soviet Union as its own, was home to a critical undersea communication cable. This cable connected the Soviet Pacific Fleet's headquarters in Vladivostok to its submarine base in Petropavlovsk, Kamkov, a vital link in the USSR's military command network. In October 1971, the U.S. submarine USS Halibut embarked on a mission cloaked in secrecy. Equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance Endeavour lockout technology, Halibut located the cable lying 400 feet below the ocean's surface. Using a specially designed device, American divers wrapped the cable with a recorder capable of intercepting communications without leaving any visible damage. The U.S. Navy initially believed that Operation Ivy Bells was too whimsical and difficult to implement, so the people in charge of the plan decided to carry out a simpler task first. They sent the spy submarine to the Soviet Navy shooting range in the Sea of Okhotsk and concocted a mission to recover the Soviet SSN 12 fragments of a sandbox sonic anti-ship missile Ashema falling into the sea. Although the mission was created as a cover and test, the mission was actually a huge success. U.S. Navy divers recovered almost all of the SSN 12 fragments, the largest of which were no more than 6 inches, and a total of more than 2 million pieces. The fragments were shipped to the United States and reconstructed at the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. Based on the fragments, at least one missile sample was reverse engineered. It was found that the SSN-12 was guided only by radar, and the previously suspected infrared guidance did not exist. After confirming the successful recovery of the Soviet missile, in October 1971, the U.S. submarine USS Halibut embarked on a mission cloaked in secrecy. Equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance and Endeavour lockout technology, Halibut located the cable lying 400 feet below the ocean's surface. Using a specially designed device, American divers wrapped the cable with a recorder capable of intercepting communications without leaving any visible damage. The results were staggering. Confident in their territorial security, Soviet officials communicated without encryption, providing the U.S. with invaluable insights into their submarine operations, missile technology, and naval strategy. Month after month, divers returned to replace tapes, delivering a trove of intelligence to the NSA for analysis. But even the most covert operations are not immune to betrayal. In 1980, Ronald Pelton, a former NSA employee burdened by financial woes, sold the operation secrets to the Soviets for a mere $5,000. Shortly after, Soviet warships recovered the device, ending one of the most daring espionage missions of the Cold War. The Seawolf-Class submarine features a shorter, wider hull compared to the Los Angeles-Class. Its submerged displacement exceeds 9,000 tons, making it the largest nuclear-powered attack submarine in the U.S.Navy, while the Los Angeles-Class had reduced the thickness of its pressure hull to minimize displacement, resulting in decreased diving depth and in initial limitations for under ice operations. 8I variant. The Seawolf-Class restores these capabilities. It is equipped with a reinforced sail structure to break through Arctic ice, and its retractable bow planes are mounted at the top of the bow, similar to the improved Los Angeles-Class. The Seawolf-Class also incorporates a cruciform tailplane, with dihedral fins angled downward to enhance stability. These fins house two towed sonar arrays. Its hull retains the simplified teardrop shape first introduced with the Permit-Class, a design necessary for integrating the wide aperture array way sonar. Thanks to its thicker pressure hull and stronger materials, the Seawolf-Class achieves an operational depth of 551 feet 672,488 meters, surpassing earlier classes like the Sturgeon-Class, 300 feet. Janes reports an operational depth 2,000 feet is 610 meters, and a crush depth 403,000 feet is 739 meters, showcasing its superiority among global submarines. According to official claims, the Seawolf-Class is at 10 times quieter, so 10 dB reduction at all speeds compared to the improved Los Angeles-Class, and a 70 times quieter, 1845 dB reduction than the original Los Angeles-Class. Its set silent operational speed is approximately 20 knots, double that of the Los Angeles-Class. Even at speeds of 20-25 knots, its noise levels are lower than the stationary noise of the original Los Angeles-Class. Powered by an SS6 reactor with an output of 52,000 horsepower, a 38.M, the Seawolf-Class features a complex thermal exchange system with a natural circulation ratio exceeding 30%, enabling silent operation without pump assistance at speeds up to 23 knots. Its submerged speed reaches 35 knots, with reports suggesting speeds exceeding 39 knots during trials. However, at maximum speed, damage to external components reportedly led to operational speed limits. According to documents leaked by Edward Snowden in 2013, the USS Jimmy Carter undertook missions involving the installation of surveillance devices on undersea cables, retrieval of sensitive military equipment debris, and more. Pokestar, Stormbrew, Blarney, and Fairview, all closely tied to the NSA. In 2004, the Jimmy Carter inherited the special mission capabilities of the USS Parch, SX-683, which had been modified to support such tasks. The Jimmy Carter was outfitted with a specialized MMP section to accommodate professional divers for SEAD operations, including surveillance device installations on communication cables. In January 2013, the Jimmy Carter embarked on a classified mission, Mission 7, lasting nearly 4 months. This mission, described as critical to U.S. national security, was conducted under severe conditions without external support, earning the submarine a Presidential Unit Citation for its exceptional achievement under extreme difficulty. More details about Mission 7 remain classified, but based on the location of the Jimmy Carter, it is believed to be a special operation targeting China, specifically the Taiwan Strait, deploying a key position near the East and South China Seas, areas that are home to China, an area where naval expansion was particularly pronounced. China has the largest number of ships in the world, and its increasing maritime capabilities have prompted the United States and its allies to be more vigilant and strengthen strategic deployment.